Parking problems. The streets are still packed with snow across the district, and drivers are struggling to find a place to park. We have a tip for you on how to find a spot in the news.
And later, using the right condom. A new study explains why some men and women aren't using protection. District Wire News starts now. Hello, I'm Arian Davison.
And I'm Lauren Smith. We begin with DC's parking troubles after the recent blizzard. The aftermath comes with many lessons, especially when it comes to parking etiquette. Carmen Castro went to the Palisades neighborhood in Northwest DC to see how residents are coping.
The snow shoveling continues almost a week after the big blizzard. People are digging up and cleaning up parking spaces any way they can.
It was really bad for over a week. And then Tuesday morning last week, very early, 1:30, a whole bunch of snowplows and bobcats came in and did a good first layer of cleaning up.
So what are some tips on knowing how to pick the right spot?
I don't know, it depends on the person. I mean, you can look at a person's face and know whether you can say something or not. And so you might just say, you know, I spent 3 hours shoveling that space out, and then they would react, whatever. Some people get really nasty and hostile. I don't know. I hadn't lost it yet, so it was okay. You know, sometimes you lose it.
Carmen Castro, District Wire News.
It turns out the record-breaking snowfall has had a positive impact on gas prices. AAA says the average price of gas dropped nationwide for the 5th week in a row. Gas purchases fell almost 4% with snowfall all causing the decline. AAA says the bad winter weather is to blame for travel cancellations, keeping demand for gasoline low. However, the current gas price is still 68 cents higher than this time last year.
Last week's snowstorm paralyzed the district and surrounding areas. Many schools were closed for the whole week, giving students lots of free time. But there was one university that kept the work going by setting up virtual classrooms. Nihar Sina has the story.
The hallways were empty as American University closed for one full week, but the tech-savvy faculty was well prepared to keep the classes going online. They used various online and social networking tools to keep in touch with the students. Dean Rose Ann Robertson says the faculty felt they did not lose a full week.
They found very creative ways to do it. They used Wimbo, which is an online tool that allows them to do synchronous classes, and they can do lectures and show PowerPoints, and students can all be on at the same time. Other faculty use Blackboard to post assignments. I think it was very successful.
Journalism students rolled out the university's online publication, The American Observer, with live feeds and updates on snow coverage. Professor David Johnson kept the chain of messages with students going in and out using different social media as Tumblr and Twitter.
We don't get snow days in our business. We don't get rain days. We don't get hurricane days. When there's a disaster, when everybody else is running the other way, we're running towards it so we can tell people about it. So I think it was a really good experience in live news coverage. Twitter really effectively, where everybody on Twitter was using a hashtag for the particular image. For that issue, and that really was an effective use of our social media for a really productive purpose.
The Center for Teaching, Research and Learning constantly updates the faculty members with classes on technology and social media usage. Distant learning is not a new concept, but AU has taken it a step further with students and professors using Blackboard, Skype, and setting up virtual classes during emergency closures. Nihar Sinha, District Wire News.
Officials at American University say it will take several weeks to rebuild the collapsed canopy outside Mary Graydon Center. Heavy snow and winds from last week's blizzard brought down the metal structure. The School of International Service building suffered minor damages as well, but the building is still in good condition. The school is removing snow from other rooftops as a safety precaution.
Mayor Adrian Fenty is facing one of his biggest tests as mayor as thousands of drivers hit the road and head back to work. Hundreds of plow crews spent the weekend hauling snow away. Fenty says the city has made progress in freeing snow-clogged streets and hopes the efforts will reduce congestion.
Snow-clogged streets has Washington slowly back up and running today. In an attempt to help aid traffic, the federal government and several schools opened 2 hours later. For safety reasons, some schools, however, still remain closed. Residents help shovel sidewalks, but to ensure safety, a few counties will not open their schools until more progress is made.
Indiana Senator Evan Bayh will not be running for re-election in 2010. The senator cites an overly partisan climate in Washington as his reason for leaving. Bayh has never lost an election at the state or local level, and his departure leaves a hole for Democrats to fill in the Senate.
New Jersey Senator Frank Lautenberg is in the hospital today due to a bleeding ulcer. His chief of staff says that no discharge date has been set, but he expects the 86-year-old to make a full recovery and be home soon. The senator was admitted last night after falling at his New Jersey home.
Today on Capitol Hill, Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Steele will meet with 50 Tea Party activists. This will be the first time Tea Party members will sit down with GOP leaders. One member of the DC Tea Party group said leaders of other Tea Party groups turned down the invitation to meet with Steele because of their distrust in the Republican Party leadership.
Next on District Wire News, condoms fit? Why some men and women would rather not use condoms. A new study has the details which might surprise you.
And an end to panda diplomacy. DC's panda star has left, and his departure makes cooling relations with China.